This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories. Okay, so I saw this pretty bad article a few weeks ago. It's 10 Lord of the Rings characters who should have survived to the end, and it seems like this is talking about the movies specifically, so there are a few good ones that are kind of work, but they say, when you say survive to the end, that means, well, they should survive till the exact end of the movie. They should have made it through fully, not been killed longer. So, we'll take a look at this. 10, already starting off pretty weakly, is Boromir. And yeah, I don't think Boromir should have survived, especially if it being an adaptation. The saying was memorable. I think the rest runs away. He regains his wits and realizes what he's done. And it's basically saying it'd be nice for him to reunite with his people, but that'd be changing a major part of the story, and, well, his death was a major part and should not have been removed. Let's take a look now at 9, and this is Saruman was not done unleashing havoc, and, well, Saruman, no matter what, shouldn't have survived through the movies. He should have died at the Scouring of the Shire, which I think is what the point they're trying to make here, but he still dies in that. So I think they missed that. And, well, Grima Wormtongue is, well, the exact same thing. And, yeah, it seems like they're not even mentioning how he also dies, and that will be a little more helpful. I think that, well, although there's kind of a bunch of these, but saying survived means they completely survive it. And yeah, they still both die, but they just die later in it. And then Durnsbane or the Balrog. Yeah, I don't think that should have survived because that just would have changed everything. And then if it survived, well, first it would have made Gandalf's sacrifice pointless, because it would just be used later on by Sauron to attack, and also there's no real place for it to fit in. You really think of it, where would the Balrog fit in? It would just feel kind of forced, and it would kind of hurt the story. And there's, well, Theodred, which is Theoden's son, and honestly he's such a minor character. Well, that's kind of the point. And honestly, I think that, well, he doesn't really need to be there because his name, Eomer is supposed to take over after Theoden, and he'd, well, just have to die later, or they would be changing the canon, and, well, you know how people are, so I think that'd be a pretty bad idea also. Theoden surviving? Yeah, that shouldn't have happened. Theoden's death is one of the most powerful moments, and it would have hurt if he survived. Definitely, I think that this would have hurt this a lot. I really don't even care what the reasons are. Theoden's death was so important for the characters of Eowyn and Merry, and that led to the death of, well, the Witch King. Yeah, I think that that's a terrible argument. Here's one where I think, well, has probably the most valid point. And it's Haldir, who died in it, but doesn't die in the books as far as we know. As far as we know, he is still alive, and yeah, that's a fair point. And I think so far the only fair point they've had. He's probably he's the only one who should have lived so far. Everyone else, well, they died. And then Faramir's men rode to their deaths, Yeah, well, that's still in the book, and it's supposed to show how much Denethor is losing it. I think they're just trying to make points that, oh, these characters should have lived, but not really thinking of the consequences in the story. Which, like, okay, that'd be cool, but yeah, this would, although being a little more minor, they put it at rule number 3, and I think it would just kind of hurt the story because it just shows how much Denethor is losing it. And then, well, Smeagol surviving, and saying he's one of the Moon Ring's first victims. What about the, well, presumably thousands to millions that died in the wars against Sauron, the War of the Last Alliance and everything? Those people are victims of the ring, and there's the Nazgul who are directly affected, and the dwarves and elves were kind of affected, but not fully. The elves are almost unaffected by it, but they have to leave still after the One Ring is destroyed. That's like everyone kind of as one of the first ones. And yeah, I think that, well, Smeagol's death is important because no one could actually destroy the ring, and in the movies it's a fight between Frodo and Gollum, and in the book I believe he just slips. And yeah, that's just, in my opinion, what's made pretty important, and, well, this is him kind of, sort of redeeming himself through death, although he does not really know that. And continuing to the last one, I think this one is the most kind of ridiculous one because they're saying that, well, Frodo, they're admitting Frodo technically survives it, but him having what's called the emotional baggage from it is something he shouldn't have got, and if Frodo went through this entire movie and, well, didn't change and remained the exact same person, then what's the point of the movie? This is probably the dumbest argument I've seen. Frodo, well, Frodo was scarred and hurt by the events of Lord of the Rings, and that helped him develop as a character. Or I think he should happen. He should just return to the Shire and live perfectly normal after, well, being emotionally destroyed by the ring, being stabbed by the Witch King and Shelob, and, well, having his finger bitten off by Gollum. Yeah, I don't think that, well, he's going to be. I don't think anyone's going to be fine after all that happened. Yeah, I think that this one's just the dumbest argument because, of course, he wasn't going to make it back as the same person he was, and he was sent. He was allowed to go to Valinor, which was a, well, great honor since he's one of the first non-elves to go there. And yeah, this one is just probably the dumbest argument I've ever seen. Like, let's make stuff like, let's take a look at it. Theoden surviving, and Theodred. Oh, and the Balrog. That makes that stuff look sort of reasonable in comparison because this one, this is one of the stupidest arguments I've seen, like, ever. But honestly, I wonder what you think. I kind of wanted to talk about this, but I was waiting for my new computer to hope that it has better Xbox Game Bar to catch my audio better because, yeah, when I did that, well, reaction of the, like, the Batman sets, I realized after watching it back that audio quality was horrible. So, I do hope you enjoyed this. And do you think this article is completely terrible too? Or do you think I'm wrong? Either way, let me know in the comments. Also, I just want to say, do not do anything to attack the author or anyone. I just want to point out this is just a dumb article. I do not want to attack anyone. I just think that, oh boy, this article was just terrible. I wanted to put that in just to make sure no one gets the wrong idea. Well, yeah. So, again, let me know what you think in the comments. And I will see you all in the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the force be with you.